That's right folks, first making its appearance for the Wii U and PC in 2015, then gradually making its way to the PS4 and Xbox One this year, Typoman has now come over as Typoman Revised for the current gen platforms. Typoman Revised stars you as Hero, in a world that's battered and beat down by the words of evil, hate, fear, doom, and other words that destroying the world. It's up to you as Hero to restore the world to its natural beauty alongside Muse, who helps you on your journey. Hero on his journey is one more letter being the hero of hope and revising the world in Typoman Revised. What's also coming in Typoman Revised is the minigame mode, where you have two minigames to choose from. You have score attack, where you try to spell words in 60 seconds, where you try to continuously beat your score in some way and manner repeatedly, and then you have the antonomizer minigame, where you have to spell words in a certain way, but using one of the evil words of the world to actually help you achieve that word in a matter of seconds. The minigame mode in Typoman Revised is a fun way to kill some time or even put more burn into the game after you beat it in Typoman Revised. It is definitely fun to play. Now see, as I was playing through Typoman Revised, I couldn't help but notice the quality that Typoman Revised brings to the table. For such a smaller title as Typoman Revised, it actually brings some quality platforming aspects and some quality thought and thinking gameplay to the table that you really need to stand out the box and truly notice and truly get through. Typoman Revised isn't just a basic experience, as it brings some quality to the table as much as the other platformers. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the pros. My first pro for Typoman Revised is that the story of this game is really good, but also very unique in how it's utilized too. The evil words of the world are trying to keep the oppression, plague, and disease happening, but between Hero and Muse, they want to bring back the world into peace. However, since Hero doesn't fully have his body for its complete form, Hero has to work with beating the evil words through his faith and determination that you learn from the small quotables that you find in each level segment. Well, how the story is presented and told and completely utilized is definitely a pro for me. My next pro for Typoman Revised is the puzzles. The puzzles in Typoman Revised utilize both actual spelling of words and the various levels of platforming. The spelling of words don't have to be a specific kind of word to make things happen. You can also use the word raise, but also use synonyms of the word like lift, launch, rise, upward, go, take off, and the words work just as well for the puzzles as the original word. And the platforming in Typoman actually utilizes both the words to make the machinery move, but also the word itself as an integral part of the platforming. It's definitely a pro for me. My next pro for Typoman Revised is that the minigame mode is fun. Having one simple mode like score attack and really testing your wit and knowledge of words and what you know is fun to utilize and play. And the creative and unique antonomizer mode, we have to make up a lie for your word, is extremely unique as well, as they give you some varying words to use without actually giving you the words to use. The minigame mode is fun as hell and definitely gives you some time and burn your game as well. While it needs a few more mini games in the mix to bunch it up with, it's fun and definitely a pro for me. My last pro for Typoman Revised is that I love the art style of the game. It's unique, it's awesome. I love they show what the evil words have done while spelling out everything else on the level as well. It's extremely cool to see. Typoman has its unique style where they utilize the words on objects, items that's dangerous, items that can help, and everything possible. It's cool to see because even the protagonist and antagonist spell out words that either heroic like our two characters, Hero and Muse, or villainous like doom, lie, propaganda, kill, fear, and many more. The art style is very cool and catchy, and it's a pro for me. Now see, as I was going through Typoman Revised edition and noticing how the platform and puzzle plays out and the things that you have to do, I noticed that while this game is perfect in some areas, Typoman Revised actually shares the same fate and problem as games such as Inside, Limbo, Little Nightmares, and many other variants of the genre that seem to be just puzzle and platform, and that's the one major critical flaw about this game. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you the cons. My first and last only con I can give Typoman Revised is that the game is significantly short. My first playthrough where I wasn't attempting to find anything unless I came across and just really played through the game was clocked at 2 hours and 30 minutes, which is the only really fatal flaw about Typoman. It's really short, easily beatable, even with the chances that you're restarting your puzzles or die off one of the encounters with the evil words, even having to learn what's going on through the final fight. Typoman is greatly short. My second playthrough was clocked at 4 hours and that was finding everything. It's a con for me. But all in all, Typoman Revised is a wonderful game. It has a powerful story about two heroes trying to turn the tide of the world with having a clash and balance of power with the two sides. A very unique and creative puzzle that utilize the entire significance of each word you use. A fun mini game mode with score attack and antonomizer mode that makes you think outside the box, and a cool and creative art style that's simply utilizing words and making them part of the actual game map itself. However, Typoman does suffer from being an extremely short title, and that is if you do 2 good playthroughs. But with that being said, I'll be giving Typoman Revised a 4 out of 5. Alright guys, that concludes my review of Typoman Revised Edition. Be on the lookout this week because I have many more reviews for you guys coming between Black Hole Complete Edition, Everspace, Gigantic, Hellblade, and many more reviews coming down the pipeline, so be on the lookout for those as well. Also, go check out my previous review on Serial Cleaner, the 70s style stealth game that has you cleaning bodies on a crime scene. I have a written review for that on TICGN.com as well, where you can go check out any of my written reviews in the description box below, where I have them all linked out for you. Also, I will be having a Path of Exile stream tonight on my Twitch channel, which is also in the description box below, where you can go follow me, be ready for the Path of Exile stream tonight. And if you missed it on the Twitch channel, just know it'll be up on YouTube, where you can go check it out, have some fun, and watch that. And also, I will be having more to come this week on Think Piece. That'll be coming, and you can go follow me on my Twitch and Twitter. And that is it for now, guys. So until next time, until the next review, we'll tune in, turn up, and throw down. I'm out.